Hello everyone, this is Terrence of the TSKJesusFree.com, and what shalleth I talketh about it? I put way too many THs. Um, so in this video, I'm going to talk about a little bit about that dividend-oriented investing, and so I'm very big on dividend-oriented investing. That's just my personal preference as an investing strategy. I know there's like 1,000 different strategies and there's 1,000 different combinations that you can do to implement your own specific investment strategy. What most people do is just give it to the financial advisor, and that financial advisor does it for you. And so, yeah, the financial advisor does, historically speaking, do perform much better than the average person. Like if I put money into if I do it myself, um, compared to an actual financial advisor, that I mean, I could probably, if I was gonna go for the growth oriented stuff, and like I would analyze a lot of the data and all of that stuff. Um, I would, but because I'm a cash driven investor. Um, there's not really much point for me to hire a financial advisor that I can just do the same thing. Like I'm a cash oriented advisor, and not a cash oriented advisor, but like if I hire a advisor that does the cash oriented stuff, like putting into companies that gives me cash every month, then then yeah, I mean, um, then yeah, it would make more sense if I do it myself because, and then plus I am a very picky where I put my money at, so and who I give my money to and whatnot. Um, and so yeah, that's kind of my whole thing with investing. Now I know there's different strategies out there. That there's like the permanent portfolio, which I really dig in terms of economic stability in your own portfolio and in your own life. So what is the short simplified answer to the permanent portfolio is one that you have precious metals. 25% is in precious metals, 25% is in cash, 25% is in stocks, and then 25% are in bonds. And so and it makes it so that in every situation you win. So if stocks are really high but gold is down, then you buy more gold and then you sell off the stocks. And vice versa, if there's a stock market crash, you'll keep you'll and then like typically when the stock market crashes, gold would probably end up going up because it's a much safer investment, and so everybody is like a little skittish, so they'll run to the gold to put their money in, and so and then you put your money into gold. I mean, you don't put your money into gold. Everybody's going into gold, so you're gonna do the opposite, and then you buy more stocks. So because stocks are down, you buy more, and then cash and bonds like all kind of work the same in regards to like, and they kind of bounce off each other. So like if one's down, if one is high, sometimes it's just stable, if not lower. And so and there's all you like these different type of cycles that goes on decade after decade after decades throughout the decades, and this concept of a permanent portfolio has um, has its roots in the 1980s from a I don't know the actual specific guy, but the Voluntary Life has like the podcast about it. And so if you go to Voluntary Life and like one of his like first 100 or 200 episodes, he does talk about the permanent portfolio. And if you just go to the voluntary life .com, and just go in and then search for his podcast thing that has the podcast. Like if you went on his search for him to for the and if you just punch in permanent portfolio, then you'll get a he does a book review on the permanent portfolio, and that's what he specifically does as a portfolio management investment plan that he has. And so I'm more of a cash driven for right now. It might eventually turn into a permanent portfolio, but for right now I'm just cash driven. I'm a cash driven investor. There is a reason why I'm a cash driven investor, is so that I can pay my bills off of my dividends that I get every month. And there's a good 41 dividends. There's 41 good companies that pay a monthly dividend over the past 3 to 5 years, if not longer. Okay, so the SureDividend.com has a list of different stocks that in different industries that pay a monthly dividend. And so that monthly dividend, and there is a specific page that is updated at least once a month, if not twice a month, about all the different dividends that, especially the 41 dividends that they really hone in on. There's over thousands of stocks, and only 41 companies publicly traded companies out there pay a monthly dividend consistently. A monthly dividend, not a quarterly dividend. There's a lot more companies that do quarterly dividends, but there's a lot less companies that do monthly dividends. And so it is important especially for me as a, if I want to pay my bills through my dividends, I would want to have that as a way to pay my bills. And then that's every month, it makes it so much easier and so much easier. It makes it very, very easy to manage that instead of relying on per quarter. Because what you could do, what could happen is like if a company decides, if they're like, say I have like 10 companies that I rely on for my paychecks, for my living expenses, and 2 or 3 of them decide not to do a quarterly dividend, but decide to stop quarterly dividend for the next 2 cycles or whatever. So like I'll miss a significant portion, but and so that's why I have to keep track on quarterly dividends much more closely than monthly dividends in regards to the management of the cash flows. Now, in regards to how safe that investment is, it's definitely a factor, and I'm always gonna keep a close eye on the fundamentals of the businesses that I'm invested in. So, as of right, or like just recently, I had to ditch my portfolio I had to liquidate my portfolio to buy the condo, but at the same time, that's going to put me in a better situation in the future. That's why I've done that. But going back into the portfolio in about 3 to 6 months from now, so about probably at the end of next January. So next January, I'll get that ball rolling again in terms of putting a portfolio together for the next 10 years, because in the next 10 years, I should easily become financially free. So by the time I hit 40, I'm 27 right now. My birthday year is this year in September, so I have a good 10 to 12 years to be able to have my bills paid. And so what I'll do is my pay will be increased year after year after year over the next 12 years. And so even if I work there for my employer for the next 12 years, which means I would work for 14 years technically, like because I started in 2016 October or November, so I started in October of 2016 as part time of my main employer, and then now it's my main employer. So yeah, it's very interesting how in the next, really worst case scenario is 12 years, but that's all. That's what it is right now. So I'm a dividend oriented investor. I enjoy dividends and I enjoy the cash flows of those investment, and it gives me a daily, not just daily reminder, but a monthly reminder of like, okay, so how much I can put in this month. I can put in a little bit more. I can put in a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. It's like a game. Essentially, I created a game for myself to basically have dividend oriented investments as a monthly dividend investments. So that is my vlog 2. Thank you so much for watching this. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.